Okay, in this video we're going to take a look at System Restore, how to create a System Restore point, how to roll back to a previously created System Restore point, basically just to help you roll a PC back to a previous state if you run into difficulties while installing software. You know, if you make any system changes that don't go quite as well as you were hoping. An easy way to get back to where you were is to create the restore point before you start. Then if anything goes wrong, we can go into System Restore, roll the system back to before you made the changes. So let's have a look at how we actually create the restore point to start with. So we're in Windows 7 here. Now there'll be videos for the other operating systems, XP, Vista, but for now we'll just take a look at Windows 7. So from the desktop, there's multiple ways to get to System Restore. We'll look at two of them. So from the desktop, if we go down to the Start button, we'll click on Start, and then we want to go up to Computer, and then we want to right click to bring up the submenu, and on there you'll see Properties. So I want to scroll down and then left click on Properties, and this will open up the system information screen, some of which I've blurred out for obvious reasons. But here on the left you will see that we've got System Protection. Now you want to left click on that, and this will open up System Properties dialog box. So now we have the System Properties box open. There's if you see up here, we've got a link which will open up and give you a brief description on what System Restore is, what it can do, how it can be used. Below that we've got System Restore, and this is the actual button that we will be using if we need to roll the system back. We'll cover that in a minute. First of all, I just want to look at creating the restore point in the first place. The system will automatically make its own checkpoints every 7 days, I think it is, off the top of my head. But we can actually manually create a system restore point. Also, if you're installing software or anything like that, a lot of the times installing service packs, anything like that, upgrades, hotfixes for Windows will create a restore point before it goes ahead and installs anything, changes your system in any way. So it's only mainly that if you're actually going to be doing something yourself, that you're altering Windows settings yourself, good time to create a restore point. So the two options lower down here, we've got the Configure tab, which basically is already set up. Windows will set that up for you. You don't have to change anything in there. So we'll leave that for now. And then we've got the Create button. This is where the system restore points are created manually. This is where you create these yourself. So if we go ahead and click on Create, and if we just create a test restore point here, that's basically have to do. Put that in, click on the Create. Now what's going to happen now is it's going to look at the whole C drive. It's going to take a snapshot of how it is at this moment, and it might take 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so here we are. It's successfully created the restore point. So we click on Close, and that's it. That's as difficult as creating a system restore point is. We can click OK, and we can come out of there and we can finish. Right, what we'll do now is we'll have a look at how we actually use that system restore. So say we've just made some changes to the system, we don't like it, the system's not running right, something's not right, we can't quite put a finger on what it is, so we decide to roll the system back to a time when we knew everything was working great. So what we do is Windows 7 desktop again, click on Start. This time we want to go to All Programs, and then we want to go to Accessories. So we click on Accessories, and then we go down to System Tools, and you can see System Restore there. Now you can go back into the way that we did when we created the restore point, but this menu here just deals with actually restoring to a previous restore point rather than creating it. So here we are, and if we click on next, we'll see the restore points that we've got. There's only 2 on this system at the moment, so I cleared them out so they were a little bit easier to see. We can add more. So there's a system image restore point there. We made a backup, which we'll cover later. But there we'll see our test that we created earlier on. I'm not going to go any further with this because it will roll the system back. But we'll click next, and then the system will set itself back to the way it was. It'll reboot, and once it's rebooted, it will have gone back to this date and time shown here. And hopefully everything will be great. And that's it. That's System Restore in a nutshell. Very easy to use. Can be a very great tool, you know, getting yourself back from the brink, as it were. And yeah, System Restore. So I want to thank you for viewing, and hope that was of some use for you.